if you feel a little bit of that itch inside of you that says, you know what, I don't actually want to run and lead a whole organization. I just want to lead men. Then there's plenty of ways and spaces that you can already do that in. All right, I might take a couple hits for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You don't need to start your own men's organization. Let me repeat that. You do not have to start your own men's organization, okay? I want to just liberate any of you guys out there who have been feeling the need to start your own thing. Now, that's not to discourage you guys who genuinely have a call and passion and a vision for something new that you want to bring into the space. I'm a firm believer that in the large, vast terrain of men's work, there are many different flavors and styles to the way that we do healing work, to the way that we become the best men that we can be. But I've also started to notice that there's a lot of guys out there trying to see how many different ways you can use the word man to start an organization. Now, again, not to discourage you guys who have a genuine vision to move it forward, but I think a lot of people feel like I need to start something new and unique in order to stake my flag in the ground. I recognize the irony of this, guys. I recognize that I'm someone speaking to you who started a men's organization. But the message I really want to drive home is that you can be a leader without having to start something entirely new. I think there's a huge risk to this. There's a huge cost to us starting up so many different platforms and organizations and spaces and trying to take information that's already out there and tweak it slightly to make it unique. Right? How many of us out there are trying to take something that somebody else did that we learned and repurposing it and rebranding it to make something different? It's ineffective and it creates confusion out there. It bothers me when I see people who are taking stuff that I know somebody else created because I know who created it and they're putting it out there like it's their own brand new material. Not only is it disrespectful, but it's fragmenting the communities of men. Now, I'm a firm believer that decentralizing and rallying into smaller communities and cohorts is an important thing to do. I'm a firm believer in that. And if that's part of what's happening in the world right now with different men's organizations that are popping up in different locations and regions with different visions and different styles, I'm all for that. But this message is specifically about those of you guys who are out there who feel the calling and the desire and urge to lead men. It's a lot of work to start up something new. It takes, trust me, I'm still in the trenches of creating and solidifying the foundation of Rising Man. And I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. If I could spare you of all of the long nights and the long days and the moments of doubt and fear, not knowing where to go next and trying to figure out all of the baseline action steps that need to be taken to create a community by just inviting you to join one and lend your flame to a fire that's already been lit, if it's really not important for you to start your own thing. I also know that a lot of people out there, you're starting your own thing because of an ego trip, because you need to feel that sense of significance. And I get it. I've felt that experience myself about other things too. I need to start this thing or do this in my way so that I can be seen and people will recognize and acknowledge me for this thing that I've done. And this is not meant to call you guys out. I'm saying this so that if you feel this inside of yourself, if you feel a little bit of that itch inside of you that says, you know what, I don't actually want to run and lead a whole organization. I just want to lead men. Then there's plenty of ways and spaces that you can already do that in. Because to me, the ultimate goal, and this is what should be in the back of everyone's mind, whether you're starting a new men's organization or you're just participating in one, is how can I contribute to the advancement of men's growth and healing? How can I be a participant in the redefinition of masculinity for future generations? When you ask yourself that question honestly, and you really look around at where your skills and your time and your energy and resources can best be applied, if it still says, I need to start my men's organization, I need to get this off the ground, then go for it. But let that be a checkpoint. Have that checkpoint. Maybe you've already started something and you're like, I don't want to put it down now. But if there's some truth in this, if you feel the pinch and the strain of just trying to get something going and it's actually taking away from you giving back to the community that you're meant to serve, then at least reconsider that. At least rethink how you could approach this gift that you want to give back to men. I was talking to a brother of mine the other day who is also the creator of a men's organization. And I said, man, I am blown away by all the different ways men have found to use the word man and create a new organization or a new club or a new group on Facebook or something like that. It's remarkable. And it really opened up my eyes to, are we just going through this exercise so we can create new and different things? In my heart of hearts, the whole point is unity. It's unification. And I don't think we need to all be unified under one banner. I don't think we ever will. I think there's too many different belief systems and styles of how we be humans on this planet for that to happen. But if we're just creating more noise, at some point there's a threshold where we're creating more noise, more of a distraction, further segregating men instead of bringing them together. Like in the old war movies where factions and clans of people would come together and different tribes would band together against a common adversary. I want more of that energy. I don't know about you guys out there. Maybe some of you guys are pissed off. Maybe you already stopped listening because you're like, damn, Jeddy's on one right now. But to me, we all ought to be coming together in the best ways that we can and not giving more reason for us to feel segregated or separate than, especially if it's rooted in competition and gain. That's not the point, guys. That's not the point. So if you're starting something out there, you're running something out there, and you check in with yourself honestly and you ask, am I giving back to men in the best way that I can? Am I doing this for the men and not for myself? Am I doing this because of a bigger vision I believe in, not for some other reason? Just ask yourself that question. Check in with that. Do yourself that favor. Do the rest of us that favor. Because again, we're all in this together. We got to figure it out together. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening to this message. It's an uncomfortable one today, but I hope that it captures some of your attention. And for any of you guys out there who want to have a deeper conversation about this, you know where to find me. I'll be looking for you. Much love.